It's okay. Because the first series was so successful, do you feel more pressure this time around?
I don't know. I think don't feel that. I know the series was successful, but it's quite hard to be aware of it all the time because it doesn't seem very real. And when you're sort of working on something, it's hard to see in those terms. So I haven't really thought about it in terms of not in terms of pressure.
How do you think this series is different to the first one?
I think you get to know the characters a lot better. I think with Series 1, there are certain things you have to do with a new show about introducing people and setting up the premise and stuff like that, that obviously you don't need to do in Series 2. And as a result, I think you kind of just get straight in there, and it's kind of like a lot more. You can just. The issues are a lot more interesting because you already know who people are, so you can then take them to another level, I think.
Is it even more fun for you to work on because you're sort of deepening your character?
Yeah, it was. I mean, Series 1 was amazing, Series 2 was amazing, but it was really nice to feel sort of a little bit more confident about knowing how things, like knowing what being on a film set, like how that works, and also the fact that we knew everyone already, and it was just this really wonderful atmosphere to go back into, and we all get on really well, so that was really nice. It just felt more it was a more comfortable environment. I wasn't quite so terrified as when I first came on set.
At the start of the series, Cassie's up in Scotland. Yeah. Why is she there?
Because her parents moved there at the end of Series 1 because they felt that things were a bit messy in Bristol. She'd been put into mental health clinics several times. And they wanted, I think, they sort of wanted a new, like they just had a new baby and they wanted a new life somewhere else. So yeah, she's in Scotland, and she moved up. She was taken there with, slightly against her will, I think. But she does come back at some point.
We see her communicating with Sid kind of by video. Yeah. And she seems to be coping with the separation better than he is. Why do you think that is?
Because everyone's happy in Scotland. I think she's kind of he's very much in in Bristol, like there's what's happened with Tony, and he's very, very close to that, and it's pretty horrible. And then his girlfriend's not with him, whereas she's removed from that and the pain of that, and also she wasn't really that close to Tony anyway. And so she's kind of in her little happy world wearing a kilt, which is, probably, I don't think she's entirely fine about it, but I think it's slightly, she's kind of thrown herself into being happy because she's got this relationship, and even though he's not there, she wants to have a nice time because she's happy to be with him even if they're not in the same place.
I see. Yeah. And we see her, she's made 2 new friends, these 2 quite sort of like butch Scottish blokes, and obviously Sid gets jealous. Is he right to be jealous? Is he right to have suspicions?
I can't tell you that yet. I can't tell you. But they're very, I can't tell you.
We also see that you learnt a little Scottish dance, a Highland fling. Yeah. What was that like? It
was quite a lot of fun, actually. It was nice because I wasn't in the first few episodes that much, but I did have my Highland fling to work on while I was doing that. And I didn't have lessons or anything. I just I went on the internet and found there's a woman called Kira Cogswell Van Steen Kisty, which is a very, very good name, from Michigan, because it's quite big in America. And she had these little videos to teach the different steps and then the whole thing. And so I kind of just watched those a lot and copied them in my bedroom and practiced. And it was fun. It was fun. I can't quite remember how to do it anymore, but it was lots of jumping up and down.
Are we going to see any more of Cassie dancing?
There is a lot more dancing this year. I think I've got a couple more dances to do. Not any more Scottish dancing, but other kinds of dancing, which were really fun to do, actually.
So it's not impossible that she might want to go off to London with Maxie?
It's not impossible. It doesn't happen, I've got to say. But that would be a nice idea, wouldn't it?